Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Combs here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, let's face it, I'd still be sitting here talking probably to myself, because that's the way I roll. What's interesting is maybe they're just trolls, but I have a few people that keep saying, oh man, you got it made and everything else. Well, that's not true. I like to think that everything that I've done in my life, I've earned. And there's two worlds out there when it comes to the internet. There's real life, and then there's what we put out on social media. And generally speaking, the two don't match up. You're always going to put the best face forward in social media. You're not going to show the hard times or the difficult times. You're going to try and make yourself look like you're up here when actually you may be really down here. And there's nothing wrong with that. The truth of the matter is, I do construction work, okay? Flat out. But I strive to be the best at what I do, building cabinets, furniture, building out spaces and things. And I do pretty good with it because I drive every single day to be the best. And when you're the best, and I don't care what it is, people will want to use you because they know, hey, if I need a space built, call Mark. He knows what he's doing. I need a special cabinet or something to match something that I can't get. Call Mark because he is the best at building that cabinet of furniture. Or he's the guy that can come up with a solution to my problem. And that just didn't happen and just fall into my lap. I didn't go to school to become a carpenter cabinet maker. I looked, I learned, I've done it year after year, and it's become easy now. My house. My house was a foreclosed house that I bought that needed tons of work, and so everything. We basically had to rebuild the whole thing. Hard work paid off, and everybody feels like it's home. It's not a huge home. It's nothing special. It's not a new home. But when people are there, they feel like they're home. And especially with social media, the channel is doing really well. We're well over 10,000, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys. But I work hard to try and earn every one of your guys' support. I'm not some young, beautiful woman wearing skimpy clothes that all of a sudden guys want to click on. You certainly know that's not. And I'm certainly not a young beefcake. I'm old. I'm gray. So that's definitely not why you guys are tuning in. It's not the technology because I'm forever told that you can't hear the video or, the picture quality's not good. But I'm working at doing that stuff better. It's certainly not the language because Lord knows I know I butcher up names and words, and Lord help us with what I do to the King's English. So that's not it. I do have a lot of knowledge on the Cowboys and so on, and maybe it's actually Joe Boo is the reason why you turn in. But like my job, like this, like anything that I do, I wake up in the morning and I say to myself, what can I do to get better? What can I do to become the best at what I do? Be that my marriage, be that my job, be that YouTube. And at the end of the day, I look back and I say, what did you do to get better? Because not everybody is born into the perfect situation, into money or the apprenticeship that, will get them where they're going to go, or it's handed to you, you have the silver spoon in your mouth, because I certainly didn't. Everything that I've gotten, I have had to work hard for. I've got a great marriage now, but, I was divorced and raised 2 kids on my own. That was hard work. But I look at my children now, and they're doing well. And I don't think that's by accident. I think it's because of hard work and love. So when I think about somebody like Dak Prescott definitely didn't have a silver spoon in his mouth. He came from a divorced home. He didn't go to the football factories where, automatically you go there, your chances of being in the NFL are going to be great. He didn't play on a team that was loaded with talent around him, so he looked great. But he worked hard everywhere he went. He was never thought to be the guy, be that high school or be that at college. He was thrust into a situation and he took advantage of it every single level. But it doesn't stop there. You know, when he became the starter of Mississippi State, he strove every day to become the best at it that he could. And I look at him now, from what I hear, I don't know because I don't know Dak personally. I wish I did. I met him. I hope to meet him again. I hope to have one day have a conversation and an interview with him. So Dak, if you're listening, or some of Dak's people, dude, I've been all in for you since the first time I saw you play at the Senior Bowl. But be that as it may. But anybody out there that knows Dak, or is close to him, just let him know that Mark Holmes and Cowboy Joe Boo are in the tank for you. But that's a guy who was a 4th round draft pick. A guy that teams didn't think much about. But he worked hard. Even though he didn't have much opportunity in training camp, he worked hard. So when he was put into this situation, he was ready to go. And more times than not, what you'll notice is there's guys that are high round draft picks that went to the right school. They have all of the size, the intangibles, you know. Their 40 time is, you know, off the charts. They've got the pedigree. They've got all the tools. Yet they fail. And you look and you say, what the heck happened? The guy had the arm. He had the right size. He showed he could do it in college. Why did that guy fail? And why does somebody like Dak Prescott, who people, hey, dude, what the fuck? No. We're all in the line, right? That's the line. What the fuck? Excuse me, friends. I'm in line to get my emissions inspection and my safety inspection. Excuse me. And I've got 4 cars. I've already been in here for about 45 minutes. There's 3 cars behind us, and you can't block up the space. And this woman in her freaking Mercedes decides to bogart in front of me. And I'm like, oh, hell no. You're not entitled. You got to put in the work. If you want to go ahead and get in line early, you need to get up and get in line early like I did. That's life in general. You got to put in the work. So every morning I get up, I say to myself, what can I do to become the best YouTube Dallas Cowboy channel out there? At the end of the day, I say, what did I do to get that much better? And it may only be this much. But if today I do this much, and then tomorrow I do this much, and then the next day this much, and the next day, guess what? In a month, I've gotten this much closer to my goal. That's some words to live by, guys. It's advice. Be the best at whatever you do. And every day, try and get better with it. Okay. Hopefully I can get out of this line sometime soon. But when I'm done, I'll figure out what I can do to become a better YouTuber, as well as a better carpenter and husband. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'm hoping that you guys have a great weekend. See you soon.